So, hi everyone, this is Sirudok and welcome back to Blue Planet. So first thing is that this is how the menu is supposed to look like. I'm just using very large gamma or brightness. So someone suggested me that I should disable the emissive light from ships graphics feature, kind of or graphics technique in Nossos, where I've done that, and let's just continue. Basically, all that blinking light is
Personal log,
gonna gun.
Commander Bay. That feeling again, as though I were a nexus, a fulcrum for the universe. When I
Fulcrum.
move, the universe moves with me. I felt it in the Second Great War, but it's nothing compared to how I feel now. The Admiral doesn't believe me when I told her that the Orestes was in danger. She wants to bring the fleet back up to full strength before organizing an expedition to head back to Delta Serpentis. I'm reluctant to inform her about my current relationship with the Vishnans, how they communicate with me and no one else. I think I'd be more likely referred to Medlab than to be taken seriously.
That's
The
for
Admiral
sure.
is a good person and a fine commanding officer. This is why I undertake this next action with only the utmost reluctance.
Reluctant. Oh. Okay. So the Vishnu ships are based on the ancient models. I can see that. These ships are very similar to the ancient models. They are just retextured, I guess. Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay. No turning back now. Too many lives or lives depend on what I do. Uh,
Commander, please don't do this.
Corey, Taylor, you guys shouldn't be here. Return to the Temeraire. I don't want to drag you two into this for no good reason.
Sorry, sir, we're not leaving. We told you, sir, we're here to watch your back. Who's gonna watch out for you if we're not with you?
I've already given my notice of leave to the Admiral. You guys are still on duty. I don't want you to get reprimanded for following me. Besides, I need to do this alone.
The Admiral knows we're here, Commander. As soon as we found out you were missing and had taken an environment suit, we volunteered to go and get you back.
We're not forcing you to come back to the Temeraire, Commander. We just want to know why you jumped ship and left us behind.
Because, Taylor, there are some things in life that one must face alone. Some things that are just so horrifying that you can't bear to bring them down upon anyone else. I've seen these Vishnans before. They've spoken to me all my life, across time and across universes. They've told me I have a destiny, and my destiny is to sacrifice my humanity to save my father. I didn't believe it at first. As a kid, it's easy to deny everything. When I grew up, though, I lost my wife and my mother to the Shivans in Capella. My father is the only person I've got left. I haven't been 100% honest with you, Taylor. When I said I'd lost my father in Capella.
Yes, Commander, we know. Admiral Bay, he's in danger and you are the only person who can save him.
It's not just your father, is it, Commander? It's also the 25,000 people that we left behind in Delta Serpentis. Let us come with you, Commander. If the Admiral asks, we could say the Vision's forces are coming along.
I don't know what to say.
Well, yes would be a good start.
I'm sorry, Corey, Taylor. I made this decision a long time ago. I just wish things could be different.
Then, this is goodbye, sir?
Yes, Taylor, this is goodbye. If fortune favors me, then we will see each other again. If not, I'll take this opportunity to say what an honor it has been serving with you two, and how grateful I feel to have shared this brief time.
Goodbye, Commander. I know in my heart that we'll see you again. So, maybe not goodbye after all. But farewell.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is called the Vishnu Secret Keeper, which is the Akrotiri. Yes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but do I need to do? I have to get to the fighter bay. Okay. Where the hell is it? Sorry, Vishnans, I make you collide with the ship. Yeah, the story of this campaign is really bizarre. That's the reason why it focuses more on the story than the action. I'm not saying I don't like stories, but it's too much for me to handle. So mind-blowing. I think FreeSpace was... I'm not saying it couldn't have gone to a way like this, but that's just my opinion. Okay, wait, where is the... I just prefer to keep things a little bit simple. FreeSpace 1 and FreeSpace 2 had already a really complicated story. Okay, not so complicated, but compared to today's games, not sure what kind of... But some of them actually have a good story. But this company is the masterpiece, of course. I just don't regard it as a potential FreeSpace 3. Although it could very well be. Okay.
Personal log. Commander Bay. Well, I did it. I set things in motion that can't be reversed. I went against my superior officer, deserted and put into question everything I learned about loyalty and obedience, so that I could fulfill something which has not been anything more than a nagging feeling all my life. Everything seems to have worked out so far. My guilt at leaving Corey and Taylor behind is still present, but I have consoled myself with the thought that I won't be dragging them into something which must be done alone. What I have experienced, I can hardly describe. For the sake of future correspondence, I will attempt to do so now. My body is still intact, along with my physical effects. These Vishnans, however, don't exist in the same way we do. Their ships aren't crewed by personnel. If it didn't sound so strange, I'd say these ships of theirs are the Vishnans themselves. They are psychic beings, as pure in existence as anything we've come across. To call them energy beings would be to miss the point. They inhabit this universe in much the same way that we would inhabit a room. They exist in some other plane, far removed from our material existence. Their ships are vessels to carry their will, nothing more. When I came aboard, the Vishnans put my body into suspension. I will need little in the way of nourishment or sustenance. My psyche has been transplanted into a ship of my own. I don't experience reality as they do, but in essence, I now have a ship to carry out my will.
These are like the Celerons in Conquest Frontier Wars, I guess? Similar?
Before this, the Vishnans have had no knowledge of my father. It is strange. It's almost as though my memories have unlocked specific aspects of the universe which had escaped their notice previously. They now know about the GTVA. They know how we entered this universe. Because of this, they have a connection with everyone I have ever known and met. They don't see in abstracts of time and space anymore. In a way, I think I have shown them what it means to live as a material being.
That's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna end the recording here, so thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.